Okay, so in this session we're going to look at how to create an online presence analysis infograph. Infographs are a very clear way to show a lot of information in a very small space. It really helps you if you want to be a consultant to help try and identify key areas and get other people on board, etc. So today we're going to look at how we're going to create one of those for an online presence. In this session we're going to look at those 5 types of online presence. So we're going to identify those 5 types, and we're going to look at a way of categorizing those online presence is the way that we can help start to develop this infograph. Then we're going to critically analyze the online presence of an organization, and then we're going to actually, as we say there, synthesize a realistic infograph for an organization's online presence. So according to Chaffee and Smith, Dave Chaffee and PR Smith, in their book, they highlight that there's 5 types of online presence. The first one is a transactional e-commerce site. These are the typical ones for online purchases. A good example there would be your Amazon website. Next one is a relationship building site. So as the name suggests there, it's about providing information to the customer to help develop that relationship. Okay. A nice one there might be Wikipedia, because academically we don't rate Wikipedia, but if somebody talks to you about a new company, you might go to Wikipedia just to see what it's all about, etc. The next, you have a brand building website. This is where they provide an experience to support the actual brand. Okay, I like to say there, I use the WordPress logo, and that just means it's the company's own website. It's very hard to create a logo for a company's own website, but as WordPress create a lot of websites, I thought that's a good logo to use. So the company's own website probably is a good brand building site there. It's about brand support, awareness. They might have funny games and things like that you can play on their website, give you some extra features through their website. As it says there, you might be able to buy some merchandise. So if you like Coca-Cola, you can go on Coca-Cola's website, and you can't buy Coca-Cola, but you can buy a t-shirt or a hat or a fridge or something like that. So that's the company's own website. A portal site, as it says there, is a gateway. Portal means gateway, and it's a linkage to any other site. So the typical one that we use there is Google, or that many places use is Google. And then finally, you've got the social networking sites, or as we know them, social media. So these are, as it says there, web-based services. So it's where you can create a profile and connect with other people. So we'll use the most popular in the world currently, Facebook. So they're the 5 types of online presence. And as you can tell, that just about every single online presence fits into one of those categories. But that's the problem. They might fit into more than one of those categories. So what I'm suggesting is that we take it further and we look at the combination of how things can work. So here we have the 5 categories as described by Chaffee and Smith, but we've shown that there's an interrelationship between them. So let's bring back our 5, there we go, our 5 examples from before. Now Amazon we knew was a transactional website, but there you go, as it sees there, it went to portal because you can also link Amazon up to your own company's website or to your social media account. And once again with Amazon, you might have things like the reviews, which are information that people like about the product or service, and that is a relationship building element. So even though Amazon was traditionally a transactional site, it now fits more in that area there, occupying those 3 key elements. Wikipedia started off as a relationship building, but once again, you can link it back to your company's own website, and you can edit Wikipedia so you can turn it into a brand building website as well. So Wikipedia is not just relationship building anymore. It could be those 3. I'll just advise you now, the phrases could be. It really depends how that company uses it. Amazon for some companies will literally just be a transactional e-commerce site. Wikipedia for some companies will literally just be relationship building, but some companies can take it further and develop it even more. And that's why we need to see the interrelationships. WordPress, or the company's own website, obviously is the brand building site. But same again, you can use it to build a relationship, and you can use it to link into your Amazon site, into your social media site, etc. So it might fit a very similar space to what Wikipedia does. Google we knew was the traditional portal. There it goes to portal. But you can see it also has things like Google reviews, which once again is information customers like. So it might sit more in that corner there. And then Facebook was the traditional social media, but if your company's got the social media, you might be using it to poll on what should we do next, how do you like our products, any comments and queries you have, and all that kind of stuff. So you can see that Facebook is now not only social networking, it's a brand building site and a relationship building site as well. So it occupies that area. So you can see now that nowadays most websites are not one thing, there are combinations of things. And this is a better way to start analysing an online presence, to see how they use their sites and the different combinations. The problem with this is, just because they use it doesn't mean to say they're good at it. So you look at that there and you see, oh look, we've got 5 sites and they're all quite nice and they're all used in a lot of ways. No one site's just doing one thing, so we're really getting the best out of the websites. But that might not be true. So there you go. It's not enough to know what they do. You've got to know how well they do it. So you maybe got to start to create a little table. So once again, you look at your Amazon and you need to then review how good is their Amazon. Oh, so I'll put my 5 elements in. And then you need to review how good is their Amazon. So you have to do loads of research, and from my research I found that that company's Amazon page is not very good. Now I'm not talking about Amazon itself, because Amazon itself is nothing. Amazon doesn't sell anything. It's all those companies that sell through Amazon. Okay, so each different company website, and as I say, a lot of them make you think it's Amazon that's selling it, but they're not, because Amazon doesn't make anything, so it can't sell anything. It's all these companies that sell through Amazon. So you know, if I've labeled this particular company as bad because it might not let you know it's made by a separate company. There's no links there, other social media and things like that. So that might be one element why that's bad. All your research will help you justify whether it's. Oh, by the way, I've used a very simple traffic light system: green, orange and red. Green good, orange okay, red needs work. Wikipedia, there we go, you do the research, and actually they've done really well on Wikipedia. They've realised that they can change the page, they've edited, they put all the latest information on there, they always keep it up to date, so their Wikipedia is really good. Same again with their website, so it's orange, so there's some work that needs to be done. So from the research I've looked at, it might have a high bounce rate or a low engagement, click-through rate's not as good as it could be, etc. Their Google search there might be really good, so they might be optimized. They've got all the AdWords, they've got some good SEO, they're paying to be the advertised near the top as well. So their Google is really good. And there we go, look at the Facebook, but it might not be that good. They might not be replying to as many messages, they don't post that often, etc. Whatever reason your research has shown you. And your research has to be a combination of what the academics say and what the businesses actually do to then give you that justification. So now, when we go back to our our online presence, we saw where they were, but we are now seeing how they are using it, and this gives us a better view. So we can not only just see, and this now is a more detailed infograph. You might have to pair it up with your table explaining it, but here now you can really see not only what they do online, but how well they do it.